This is Paul. Yes. Uh-huh. You know, I was just reading this article in The Economist, May 4th, 2019. Yeah. On the morning of April 30th, the then Emperor Akihito, yeah, decked out in a puffy brown robe, entered a Kashikodo Koro shrine in the grounds of the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. Yeah. He washed his hands. And rinsed his mouth, bowed twice, clapped twice, bowed once more, and then read a letter to the gods informing them of his retirement. On May 1st, his son Naruhito was invested as emperor by receiving a jewel and a sword said to have belonged to Amaterasu, the sun goddess, from whom he is a direct descendant according to Shinto mythology. Now, Shinto is a form of animism which dates back to prehistoric times. Ancient Japanese saw divine forces all around them and celebrated as kami, or gods, everything from the sun to the wind. The emperor was traditionally the high priest, although after the Second World War, he was stripped of his status as a living god. There are some 80,000 Shinto shrines all over Japan where priests and devotees can be seen clapping and bowing like Akihito. Yes. Some 70% of Japanese are reported to adhere to Shinto. Um, it's interesting because a percentage that is declining only slowly. Yes. That may be because many see it as a cultural belief rather than a religion. People who do not consider themselves religious may still visit a shrine in search of luck or love, or to attend Shinto festivals that involves lots of food and drink. Indeed, many Buddhists and Christians visit Shinto shrines. Now, it helps that Shinto has no scriptures or doctrine. It's a way of thinking, of living. It is in Japanese people's DNA. The the thought of the emperor retiring and his son became the emperor. Yes. You know, I had a picture of the emperor and his wife. I had emailed it to numerous individuals. I'm somewhat upset now because he's no longer the emperor of Japan. What do you do when you retire from being an emperor? You sit around all day and violate public law? I found out, yes, that sitting around and doing nothing is a crime in the United States of America. Just found that out yesterday. Aware of these public laws, I'd like to know what all of them say. Yesterday at the study room, I was reading the laws of the state of Washington, and somehow public law became a part of state law, and you had sworn to support state law? Oh, or was it all laws? See, when I look at the oath of office, I ask myself, well, if you're including public law right now, did you swear that you would support public law or state law? See, the way I see it, yes, this emperor, yes, seemed to be a very nice individual, yes. And in their belief system, yes, though there are no scriptures, yes, in their DNA as the Japanese people right now, the thought that an emperor would give his kingdom to his son, yes, and then there was some problem with the Japanese government, yeah, using public taxpayer funds to support the shrines of Japan. Now, I know if you're an oath of office in Japan today, why don't you get me the actual individuals elected to office in Japan? As I remember it, about 8 years ago, it was Mr. Noda and his wife. Yes, yes. Then there was Abe over there in Japan. Yes. You know, it's nice that in the DNA of the Japanese people, yes, 70% of them embrace an ideology, a belief system. Yes, I do. But they have no scriptures. No, there is no doctrine. Yes. It's something you're born with the understanding of. Yes, because of the ancient religion, ancient faith, really. Yes, no, you couldn't consider it a religion, but really it's a belief system. Yeah, that all these gods that the Japanese people call upon. Yes, they did. Why don't we talk to the